pure substances from mixtures. Now here's a question for you. What exactly is a pure substance, and how is it different from a mixture? A pure substance has constant composition. Pure substances can be elements, they can be compounds, but they always have a definite and constant composition. A mixture is basically a combination of multiple pure substances, and a mixture can have variable composition. So for example, let's say if we have the element helium. Is that a pure substance or is that a mixture? Helium is a pure substance. If you have a single element, it will always be a pure substance. Now, what about H2O, water? Is water a pure substance or a mixture? Now, water is a compound. It's not a pure element like helium. Helium is only made up of one type of atom. Water is made up of two types of atoms, hydrogen and oxygen. So therefore, water is a compound. Compounds are made up of two or more different atoms. If you have a single compound, it's going to be a pure substance. Now, what about hydrogen gas? Is that a pure substance or is that a mixture? Hydrogen gas is a pure substance. Like helium, it's a pure element. However, it's slightly different than helium. Helium is composed of single individual atoms. Hydrogen gas is composed of molecules. A molecule is basically a substance that has multiple atoms. So water is a molecule and hydrogen gas is a molecule. The difference, though, is that water is made up of two different atoms, which makes it a compound in addition to being a molecule, so you can call it a molecular compound. But hydrogen, it's only made up of one type of atom, which is hydrogen. So H2 is a pure element, and at the same time, it's a molecule. So pure elements are made of only one type of atom, like helium or hydrogen gas. Those are pure elements. Molecules are made up of multiple atoms, two or more atoms. It could be the same type of atom in the case of hydrogen gas, or it can be different types of atoms in the case of water. So whenever you have multiple atoms in an individual particle, it's a molecule. Now, if you have a particle that has different atoms, like water, it's a compound. So I want you to be familiar with those terms. So if you have an individual molecule, an individual atom, a pure element, or a single type of compound, all of these are pure substances. Now, a mixture is simply a combination of multiple pure substances. So for example, if I have a beaker that has hydrogen gas and helium gas, I now have a mixture. So let's say if I have nitrogen gas combined with oxygen gas, that is a mixture. I have two pure substances mixed together. Now, what about salt water? Is salt water a pure substance or is it a mixture? Salt water is a pure substance. I take that back, not a pure substance. It's a mixture. Now let's talk about why. Salt water is composed of water and salt. Salt is NaCl, sodium chloride. So individually, pure salt is a pure substance. Water by itself is a pure substance. But when you mix these two together, when you combine them, you now have a mixture. So salt water is a mixture.